Hey y'all. Happy Thursday. I know it's a little later than usual, but we still on this porch. Let's talk about these folks. Have us a couple of laughs tonight, this Friday Eve, because it's going to be Friday in a few minutes over here in Texas. And I know if you on the East Coast, it's Friday already. So happy TGIF to you. But we need a couple of laughs before we finish the last day of the week. So we on the porch to talk about these people. And you know how we do it over here. You know what we do. So we're going to start with the light and go to the heavy. We're going to have us a good time. We're going to have us a few hee-hees and a couple more ha-has. I'm so glad y'all made it. Those of y'all who are already in here, I hope you hit the like button. If you didn't already, reach over there and do that. As you come in, continue to hit the like button. Thumbs up, thumbs up, thumbs up. Please subscribe if you have not subscribed. If you do subscribe or if you have, please hit that notification bell. Click all so you'll know every time we go live. And channel membership is available. There's a link for membership in the description box below the video, as well as a join button so you can become a part of the royal family. So listen, let me greet everybody. Okay, we're going to say hello to everybody, and then we're going to get in here and start talking about these folks. Hey, Quasia. How you doing? How are you and our brother-in-law doing over there? Velma, how you doing, girl? C. Mays, good to see you. All right, the lovely Egypt now in the chat. Good to see you. Good to see you. Yeah, we about to kiki. Hello, Auntie Eva. How are you? Stephanie Wharton, how you doing? It's good to see you. Astute Queen B, hello, lady. How are you? Jesse X, always a pleasure. All right, G Darling is here. Hey, G Darling, good to see you. Nacho Twins mama, you made it. All right, Nisi Rose, how you doing, gorgeous? Good to see you as always, as always, as always. All right, let's see who else is up in here. We got Morgan's Musings. Hello, sis. How are you? Rochelle. Girl, look, I got to email you. Check your email when I get off of here because I needed to tell you something. Hey, Kenya 330, how are you? Lulu M, hello, beautiful. Lel, I know that's right. I'm always happy to see you because you help me laugh. You always help me get my laugh on. Sasha Lynn, how you doing? Good to see you. All right. How you? Well, listen, anybody else come in, y'all please greet them as they come in the door. Make sure everyone feels welcome. That is so super important to me. Y'all know I'm still sewing. I took a break from sewing to jump in here so we can have a few laughs. Jessica Parker, hey. Trini girl, how you been? It's so good to see you. All right. I know that's right. We got the crew up in here. Vanessa, hey sis. And I meant to call you too. Good gosh, I got to keep track. I keep telling y'all, when I say I'm going to call you, if you don't hear from me within 20 minutes of that stream, text me so I can remember what I'm doing. I have had a needle and thread in my hand most of the day. So y'all forgive me for being tardy with my responses because I have been knee deep in thread and neck deep in fabric. But I am here and we're going to do this thing we call gossip tonight. So anyway, I guess let's start with Jussie Smollett. What did y'all think about that verdict? What's y'all's opinion? Matter of fact, I'm in a mood. Let me go ahead and do this. Put the link in the chat so that way y'all can let me know if you got a specific opinion or something you want us to know. Please let us know. Now, I watched this whole. I didn't watch the verdict. I watched a few people's reaction to the verdict, and I'm gonna tell you the truth. I feel like Jussie's full of crap. I'm not surprised that he was found guilty. Yeah, Lulu, he is guilty. I believe that. I truly believe he's guilty, and I'm gonna tell you why I feel like I don't know, like whether they're going to give him punishment that's adequate for what he did. I don't know. But I am going to say that I feel like they need to. I feel like they need to put him underneath the jail. And I mean that with my whole heart. They have no business letting him walk away with a slap on the wrist. And the reason I say that is because what he did is going to unjustly and unduly affect Black people. And he ain't even Black. And I just feel like that's wrong. And I feel like what he did, it negates what other people have gone through. And so now every time a Black person is attacked or goes through something heinous like that, the clear people will have this to lean back on and say, oh, you mean just like Jussie? And I feel like we shouldn't have to hear that because he don't belong to us. Lel say that man is guilty as a soul in hell, but he doesn't deserve jail time for his victimless crime. He needs probation and community service. I mean, I feel you, but I feel like it ain't victimless. The victims are Black people. The victims are Black people because we're the ones that's going to have to hear the ramification. We're going to have to hear this reverberation, I should say, forever probably. But at least for the next 5 to 10 years, we're going to hear his name over and over every time somebody wants to discount what a Black person has gone through when it's an actual hate crime. Auntie Eva says it was the right decision. Sadly, I wish he had just confessed to being foolish. I just feel like you shouldn't have did it. I feel like you shouldn't have did it. You did it. It was disgusting. And to me, it's as bad as a woman who claims that the R word has happened, because you know we can't say that word. But it's as dirty as a woman claiming the R word has happened to her, not just because of the accuser, but because any other woman who actually went through it now is not going to be believed. It gives people room to second guess you because somebody else took it on themselves to lie. G Darling say, yes, he's guilty. He needs some jail time, at least 1 year. Hell, I say give him 5. Hey, Ebony M. Hey, Sasha Ellis. Hey, Tracy Green. You say guilty, but he should get off. Honey, you are way more benevolent than me. I feel like they should string him up and drop him off in there with Big Bubba and them. He can, in my opinion, he can pretend like the prison is the bathhouse, and that'll be fine with me. Lulu say exactly. Black people are dying, and gay or transgender die too. And here he goes weaponizing racism and being gay. Right. And my thing is, don't try to associate yourself with us when you're doing stuff like this. I'm sorry, you are biracial, and unfortunately, it's not biracial people who are going to get the blowback. Black people are going to get the blowback. And that's what I don't like. You say his plan backfired completely, just foolish. Totally agree. Totally. Lel says, Seanitra, I agree. It would negatively affect future Black victims. But after seeing Mayonnaise Boy walk free after a double homicide makes me look at it differently. I don't. Because what Mayonnaise Boy did, I love that name, by the way. What Mayonnaise Boy did does not affect Black people. We're not going to have to get any type of repercussions from what Mayonnaise Boy did. But what this creature did is definitely going to affect Black people. And that's what I have a problem with. You have no right to do something and claim that something like that happened to you when people have actually gone through hate crimes. And for you to make up a story like that is heinous. It's disgusting. It's beyond foolish. I feel like somebody should beat his tail for real. Lel say, oh, we know he will have no trouble entertaining Big Bubba. He'll probably have a plastic ring on his finger and Kool-Aid on his lips the first night. Oh, yeah. You know he going to have some contraband makeup. Right. That's my whole point. People are going to suffer because of what he did. No one asked. I mean, absolutely no one. Hey, Miss Sparkle, how Black folks say absolutely no one? Literally, absolutely no one. And here he come and then sitting there with a noose on his neck when the police show up. Who going to sit there with a noose on their neck? See, that's, just the behavior is disgusting. It is insufferable. Hey, Catherine Gaines. Oh, no, this is another one of those people. I guess the spammers are doing weird stuff now. They're doing very weird stuff. Sasha Ellis say, what was the plan? These boys were his friends. Did they agree to go to jail for him? What was the plan? Child, his plan was to get attention, and now he got it. Vanessa says, I agree. He didn't care how this would affect our community. Right, because he's not a part of our community. And I think at a certain point, we got to acknowledge that. We have to acknowledge it because their experience is not the same as our experience. They do not have a Black experience. They have a biracial experience, which I'm not negating it or saying that it's not as important or maybe not as serious or traumatic. I can only imagine, but of course I can't speak to what they experience because I'm not them any more than he can speak to what we experience because he ain't us. And I don't like the fact that what you did was put on Black hardships as some sort of character role that you was playing on Empire. You was playing a role of a Black person in real life. Like, oh, this happens to Black people. Let me say it happened to me. I feel like he should be ashamed. I feel like everywhere he goes, people should be wearing t-shirts, advertising the slip and slide. That's what I feel. Because I feel like that was really disgusting and it was reprehensible. Absolutely reprehensible. But that, I'm glad to get y'all's opinion on that because I'm glad that I'm not the only person who sees that what he did disproportionately affects our community. Okay? And I just don't think that's fair and I don't think it's right. Now, let's talk about the fact that his lawyer is already talking appeal, y'all. He wants an appeal. G darling, what you say? No humility at all? Of course not. He was still hanging on to that lie. And now his lawyer is talking about an appeal. They want to do an appeal. And I'm trying to figure out, what do you appeal based on? What is that based on? What you say? You saw that? Yes. It's too much. The lawyer says that they are going to appeal. So I just, like I said, I can't imagine what it would be based on, but that's what they're saying. So he really thinks he can get out of this all the way around the board. This young man believes that nothing is going to happen or that nothing should happen. He should be able to do what he did, cause all kind of harm, tie up the legal system, file these false reports, and then turn around and nothing should happen to him. And to be honest, I didn't believe the story when I first heard it because who walks around with a noose on their neck waiting for the police to come and look at it? This story never sounded believable. Not for 1 minute did it ever sound believable. So what basis do y'all think that he's going to use for an appeal? I'm just curious, and I'm hoping maybe y'all know. Because I just can't think of one. It's obvious that he's not going to say, misconduct by the lawyer or whatever. Because the lawyer is the person that's announcing it. So clearly that's not going to be his stance. So based on what is what I'm trying to figure out. Nisa, you say it makes no sense. Right? Oh, absolutely. It would be a waste of time. But as long as you can pay for the lawyer and you go and you demand that, there's nothing he can do. You know what I'm saying? There's nothing the courts can do. Everybody has a right to an appeal. It's just very strange that you would do that. And I'm also interested to know, did y'all put any thought or think about all the celebrities and people that supported him? Oh, y'all, guess who here? Hey, baby brother.
What's good? Can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you.
What's good?
Child, we up here talking about Juicy Jussie and the fact that he say he gonna appeal. C. May say, yeah, he's gonna appeal. The lawyer announced that he's going to appeal. C. May says, I've never known a Subway sandwich shop to be open at 2 a.m. Some of them be open all night. But
they have some down here that's 24 hours.
Yeah, where I'm from too. Mm-hmm. So it's like, for me, I'm just like, I don't personally see going out in a snowstorm, in a winter vortex to get a Subway sandwich. So I'm not tripping about you going to get a sandwich at 2 a.m, especially if you've been smoking them tweeds. You might have the munchies.
Well,
but I don't believe that there's a munchie in the world strong enough.
No, don't forget about the Coke.
What you say, good boy?
I said, don't forget about the Coke.
The Coke. Oh yeah, that too. But see, Coke don't make you hungry.
Oh, I wouldn't know.
Yeah, I'm from Florida. I think they teach that class. Here you go. I think they teach that class in middle school with us. But yeah, that don't make you hungry. You're not finna be hungry on that cocaine. Them tweeds make you hungry, but ain't enough. I'm just saying this, just in my opinion, and I could be wrong. There's not enough of the tweeds in the world, not enough munchies in the world to make you go out in a winter vortex to go to Subway on foot. Who does that?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Hey, Queen. You say he gonna blame it on his mental health. Just watch. I believe it, girl. Vanessa talking to you, good boy.
Hey, Vanessa. Yeah,
okay.
I have been here. 1 year I was here for Christmas, and it was really, really cold outside, and Subway was the only place that was open. You know what I'm saying? And so I did go to Subway before. And it's not that it's just the story I did not believe. It's not hard for me to believe that he was going out to go get a sandwich. You know what I'm saying?
In a winter vortex?
Well, I don't know nothing about no vortex now.
Like, that was a vicious storm.
But if you're hungry, it's just hard for me to believe that he didn't have nothing in his house to eat.
And he went and he was walking. Don't forget walking. In a winter vortex at 2 a.m. for a sandwich.
And not only did you not find no white boys, you went and got the two biggest niggas. I mean, you went and got the two blackest men that you can find. You went and got the two blackest men that you can find to do this. And on top of that, for this to happen, you would have to, these white people that did this would have had to have bleach and the rope on them already. That rope, I wouldn't even call that a rope. What I saw was shoestrings. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Jussie, just let it go.
And Miss Sparkle is from up there. She said it was 55 below that day. Yeah, you wasn't walking in that to get no sandwich. And see, Queen hit us with the real. She said, what happened to Uber Eats? That's all I'm saying. You know what happened, girl? Wasn't no Uber Eats out in that winter vortex. That was a freak storm. And if they couldn't drive a car in it, you're not going to tell me you was out just trolling along during a winter vortex to get a sandwich. What Egypt crazy say? Okay, sis, in the colder winter in Chicago, child, what are you on for a sandwich? Yes, no. A lady 747 say crackheads will go out in the winter vortex, but not for a sandwich. I don't even know them to go out in winter vortex is a whole different situation. Vanessa say, okay, two Mandingo warriors that you knew that look clear. Yeah, they don't look clear. They was
At
real
all.
cloudy.
At all.
Yeah, they was opaque than a mug. Sasha say he was about to be fired from Empire. Make it make sense. I don't know if he was about to be fired or not, but getting beat up in a winter vortex while on your way to get a sandwich, I don't know if that was gonna save your job. Hey, Sharon.
Supposedly he wasn't getting, he wanted more pay, and his time on the show was like lowering down. He wasn't getting as much time. But that's what I'm saying.
So
I don't understand.
Getting beat up was gonna get it.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I don't understand why getting your ass. I don't understand why getting your ass whooped. Why would that be celebrated?
I don't know. Listen, I'm just so weak. I'm so weak. Like every time I think about it, like I'm upset because what he did is going to affect Black people like forever, ever. And ain't no way around it. However, it's still funny that you told a lie that ridiculous. Like you tell me a lie that's stupid. I've got to see the humor in it. That's one of them laughs that keep them crying.
Me and you have talked about it before. He could have got on Instagram and just said, "Y'all, I just got jumped by two white people." You know what I'm saying? By two white men with "Make America Great Again," make America Great Again hats on, and that just would have been it. He didn't have to call the police. You know, we would have took it as, you know what I'm saying? I mean, who are we to tell him that didn't happen to him? But once you get the police involved, you know, you got some people that would have been like, "Oh no, but I'm not about to help nobody prove that I'm lying," right? Nobody.
Right.
When Frank Ocean got on Twitter and said that he had got jumped by, he got beat up by Chris Brown at the studio. Nobody's seen anything, so we don't have no evidence to go off of. You know what I'm saying? We could just take his word for it. You know what I'm saying? I don't understand what he had to call the police for. And that just makes me think that Frank Gaston was somehow involved, because the way that Frank Gaston was acting when the police showed up.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. But now look at what Lulu said now. She said, y'all remember he sent himself hate mail and the producers did nothing. Then he made that whole crazy thing. I remember something about him sending himself hate mail.
Yeah, and it was some powdery substance on it, allegedly, and it turned out to be Tylenol.
Okay, look, I didn't even hear about the powdery Tylenol substance. I'm weak. This is too much. Queen say this is promoting hate crime at its peak. So unforgivable, Jussie Smuggler. Yes, yes.
He also, on the letter that he wrote, he was taking out letters out of the magazine. It wasn't like a letter that he wrote with his hands. He actually took the time to cut out letters.
Cut them out.
Yeah, you know, I forgot what they cut. Jussie,
wait a minute. You mean, wait. You mean, hey, Kyra, you mean the way people used to, like in the well, you don't know about the 80s shows, but they used to do, like, if somebody got kidnapped, all the kidnappers would cut out the letters from magazines and paste them to the page.
Yeah. So if I'm writing Seanitra, each letter in Seanitra, all 8 letters would be from a different font.
Yes, you know, a different magazine, different publication. Oh my gosh.
But who I really feel bad for is like people like Taraji and Terrence and some of the people on Empire who we probably never will see again. You know what I'm saying? They'll probably never get another acting role. You know, because, you know, the Hollywood is fickle. You know what I'm saying? Just because you got a job today, you're not promised nothing tomorrow. You know what I'm saying?
Well, Taraji is gonna always work, and that's clear. Taraji will always work.
She spent her time getting the show into syndication.
That's true, but you have to look at Taraji was around before this show. Taraji will be around after this show. Now, as far as that she's not going anywhere. The issue is some of the smaller name actors that were on that show we may never see again. But people like Terrence Howard and Taraji, baby, they was around before, during, and they gonna be around after. Now, as far as Juicy Jussie, I want to know when he ever gonna get another job that don't include asking, "Do you want fries with that?"
You can't get that with a felony.
Ooh. Oh yeah, good old felonious Bob. So I don't know how that's gonna work out for him. You know, I would say I wish him the best, but I really don't. He's a terrible person. Lord G. Darling say he took his lie to the next level and wouldn't back down, even in the face of a guilty verdict. Facts. Hey DT, child, who pictures that now? You too crazy. I love me some DT. Queen says, I honestly think that instead of sentencing him to jail, he needs to go to mental facility. This is not normal human behavior, in my forgiving opinion. Yeah, you very forgiving, because I think he need to go to jail and he need to do all those sentences concurrent, not consecutive. What you think about the sentence? What do you feel like they should do, Gabor?
I think he ought to go to jail.
I think, but for how long?
Well, the most that he can do is 3. I think that he needs to go to jail at least a year. I mean, you the gay Tupac, right?
Mm-hmm.
I mean,
That's right.
Tupac went to jail.
Yeah, Pac went to jail.
Okay, so ride it out.
Yeah, I agree. He probably may be able to rebrand himself if he get a good manager and walk a straight road. Yeah, I don't know that, the hate crime thing is touchy even when it's true. So the fact that he tried to lie and frame clear people, I can't see too many clear people trying to hire him after that.
That's what I'm saying. Because, and I just don't see him getting work from a lot of white people because you're weaponizing racism. What you did was you weaponized racism and homosexuality, right? So the people who you're gonna have white people that's not gonna work with you because anything that they say to you could be seen as racist. You're gonna probably push a narrative that's gonna be racist, and then you got black people that probably not gonna work with you because anything they say to you, you're gonna try to look at it as homophobia. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah. And see, Queen is such a sweetheart. She said he deserves a second chance as much as I can't stand him. I don't feel like he does.
He had a second chance when they dropped the charges, but he kept on doing interviews, talking. You know what I'm saying?
Right. Lulu say Tyler Perry him. I believe it. I believe Tyler Perry would. Hey, Dora. Lord, LEL say buy rebrand. Jussie gonna be selling newspaper on the median for $1 on Sunday. If that's rebranding, then so be it. Mm-hmm. Lord, and DT is acting up. Say, oh no, not jail. He gonna enjoy dropping the soap for all the Lord. DT, what am I gonna do with you? All I can say is my opinion. Lock him up. Throw away the key. You don't get a second chance with the lives of other black people because ain't nobody asked you to do that. Absolutely not. Not your twins' mama say he had a second chance and double down on the lie. And Vanessa's a sweetie pie too. She say she agree with Queen. He needs some therapy because who does this? A clown that wants attention with no consciousness of how his behavior would affect the people he's imitating. No. It's a no for me. It's a no for me on Jussie. But let's go on to the next one because I don't want to do too much with it, but that's what they said. I know if you go online, you can get, as a matter of fact, CNN. You go to CNN, you'll see the soundbite of his lawyer, his attorney saying he respectfully agrees with the jury and they plan to appeal the guilty verdict. So y'all can go check out CNN and get that soundbite if you want to see what it is. Good boy, you still there?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. I'm just making sure I ain't lose you. So next up, we got good old Porsha Williams, honey. Porsha. Oh, child. Have mercy. Hey, Minnie McKnight. Hold on. What you say? If Rittenhouse didn't make time for murder, Jussie shouldn't make time for lying. Well, if all he did was lie and his behavior didn't affect other black folks, I would agree with you. But because his behavior is going to affect us, lock him up. And that's just, I'm sorry. I'm not forgiving that. Maybe another day, but right now I have no forgiveness for it. No. Leave us out of your mess. If you want to lie and say you got attacked, lie and say they attacked you because you was gay. Don't try to put it on your blackness because you not black and your mess is affecting other people.
Hey,
JC. Mm-hmm. Lulu, what you say? The lies with Porsha. Right. Oh, and Trinity Girl said it. He made it difficult for others who are victimized to truly get justice. That's right. Mm-hmm. Not even gonna take it serious. Thanks to Jussie. So thanks a lot, Juicy. So back to Lion Porsha, right? I think I'm gonna rename her Lion Porsha. Now y'all know she went on that Tamron Hall show, and they was doing the interview, and she was just having her good old time talking to Tamron, and Tamron asked the question, when is the date? Did you set a date? So she went talking about, we still courting or whatever, and yada yada. And why she did that, I don't know. When all she had to say on the Tamron Hall show was, we just haven't set a date yet. We ready to do it, but we ain't figured out what date we want yet. She could have left it at that. Instead, she went into this whole thing like, oh, we Southern, we believe in courtship, baby. That ain't how it go in the South. You court, and then once you get engaged, you go ahead on and you set a date. You know what I'm saying? Now, if you're going to have a long engagement, you could have told a lady anything other than that mess. So I guess after she felt pressured to say something, she comes back and she said that her mama and grandmama was like, no, you got to set a date. So now this heifer done said, oh, I set a date, but she ain't telling nobody what it is. So y'all know what that means. They ain't set no date. Because if she had set a date, we would know what it was. I don't believe it. What you think, good boy? You think she lying again, or she trying to be dramatic?
She always lying. She trying to get a second season. That's what she trying to do.
Mm-hmm. I think they done already promised her something. Lulu say that's what lies do. They don't think before they lie. Yeah. I agree. Lel say, give her time. Women need time to pick the blindfold she gonna wear when it's time to kiss. When it's time to kiss the bride. God dang. Girl, they need time to pick the blindfold. I'm done. She told on herself line. I believe it. You say Tamron didn't have time for her stupidity. Yeah, Tamron Hall definitely called her out on it. Niecy says there's no date because there's going to be no wedding. I told y'all, I don't believe it. I do not believe it. I believe that this is some foolery. This is what I truly believe in my heart of hearts, that this is some pure foolery. Now, Obi, what you say? I'm so done with Porsha. You hear me? You done with her? She's a bit much. She is a bit much, but I feel like she lying. Gabor, is it a date or it ain't no date? I say it ain't no date.
I really don't think it's a date.
Me either.
She's just trying to keep up. She'll tell a million lies. I really don't even believe. I honestly, deep down inside, don't believe none of the shit.
Yeah, I believe it was all a stunt, and I think something has gone wrong along the way, and I think it went further than she thought it was gonna go, or planned for it to go. And I don't know if you were here Sunday when I was talking about her, but I feel like Dennis was in on it in the beginning, and now something has flipped. Something went sideways. Minnie says Porsha is all about having a Bravo wedding special. She is not giving a date until she aligned with Bravo. So you think there's going to be a wedding? You really believe that, sis? I mean, maybe.
I mean, if a woman will, if a person will sell their body, right? Why wouldn't she fake a story? You know what I'm saying? Fake a storyline. If Bravo's stupid enough to pay for it, you know what I'm saying? Why wouldn't I act like I'm in a relationship and have my family do, you know what I'm saying? Do me this solid and, you know what I'm saying? Shoot a wedding, 3 weddings and all of this if I'm going to get paid for it. You know what I'm saying?
But see, the only problem with that is and I said this from the beginning too. I don't think, even if Simon is a scumbag, I don't think he's going to fake a traditional marriage for her. I just don't. That part, no. Now, if they fake something for TV over here, okay, but like I just don't see that happening. Like that seems like a bit much. I don't know. I don't believe it's gonna happen. I just don't believe it's gonna happen. Pat Lawrence say, "Good boy, I thought you were Portia's biggest supporter. Maybe I'm wrong. I'm just saying." You thought good boy? Good boy, I'm gonna let you take that one. I ain't touching it.
I don't mess with Porsha at all.
Yeah, Gabor has never liked Porsha. That's why I'm like, you thought Gabor?
I mean,
Gabor is a king.
I didn't like her. It wasn't that I ever really didn't like her. But when she did the thing to Candy and taught them, that was when I was like, oh no, she's vicious.
See, I didn't ever feel like she did nothing to Candy and Todd. I never did.
Okay.
I never did. Because you know with that whole situation, Candy ran around, the Joker ran around telling everybody that mess. and production put it on TV. You know what I'm saying? I'm just like, Candy, much ado about nothing. Auntie Eva say soon they gonna have a broken engagement because of him cheating. Will be the narrative, all a lie. Let's hope so.
Mama
Let's hope
Diana
so.
marry him though. I think Mama Diana have him.
Ew, behind her daughter? I
She
don't think
looking
Miss
for a
Diane is
payday.
nasty like that.
She looking for a payday.
Yeah, well, she want her daughter to get a payday. I don't think that lady gonna sleep with no man behind her daughter.
No, I'm
Now,
saying if they ain't together, they ain't. If him and Portia ain't really together, do we know that Portia slept with him? I don't believe. I don't believe none of it real.
Well, I'm gonna say this. After that party they went to for Tamika Mallory, and he tried to give her a GYN exam on camera. If he hadn't gone there by then, I do believe he's gone there because he had intention on going there because he reached and grabbed her stuff. That's when I first started calling him Simon Trump because he grabbed her by the coochie. Ain't too many men bold enough to grab you by the coochie and they ain't seen it. Now, I'm just saying something was funny with that. Did you see that when that happened, Gabor?
You know, I don't really keep up with Portia.
Well, that happened.
On? What you drinking on?
Some Crystal Light.
You ain't gonna tell me, huh?
No, it's Crystal Light. I got the strawberry one.
Okay. I like the lemonade and pink lemonade one.
I like the pink lemonade, but after a while I have to change because they start to taste wrong if I drink too much of the same thing. So this time I got, if you drink it too much, it starts to taste wrong. You got to switch the flavor up. So I switched over to strawberry, and then I got the peach lemonade, not peach lemonade, peach iced tea. So I got peach iced tea and I got strawberry this time.
I need to try the peach iced tea. I've had the fruit punch one tastes like water a little bit.
Yeah, I don't like that one.
I like the cherry pomegranate, but my favorite are the lemonade and pink lemonade. You know, I'm real Southern. I gotta have my lemonade.
Gotta have a lemonade, and then get this: if you got a taste for soda, and we can't have it, get you a Pellegrino and put you like the individual packs. Put like a half a pack in that Pellegrino, and shake it up, and it gives you the feeling of a soda without the sugar of a soda. For real, and it tastes good.
Mary not Jane. Huh?
I say not to get too deep into that, but I just wanted to make sure you knew.
Okay.
Yes, it was in public. That was in New York at Tamika Mallory's birthday party. Now JC done started cutting up, talking about Simon's face is birth control. It is kind of. Trini girl, you saw that, right? When they was up there dancing around, and Porsha almost told on herself that she didn't want that to be put out there because when he did it, she had to catch herself because she reached to try to grab his hand and stop his hand, Gabor. But that's what happened. He did that. He did that. Queen say anyone supporting Porsha obviously has no substances. Go argue with your granddaddy.
All right, Queen.
All right, Queen. Okay, sis. Okay. Many say Portia's working on getting additional episodes for her show. Yeah, I mean, that's one way to do it, I guess. That's one way to do it. And hold on, let me see. Kyra says this is supposed to be a limited series and it better stay that way. Had no business being a show. But Kyra, my problem is if y'all remember with the trailer, her little super trailer to this show, she said this season on Porsha Family Matters. And I told y'all back then.
Let me look at the ratings. I'm about to look at the ratings. Because I follow them on Twitter. I follow Bravo Ratings on Twitter. Let me see.
I'm interested. I am very interested. But when
I ain't been on Twitter so long, and all the white supremacists done hit me up, child. All the white
Oh Lord.
supremacists mad at me. Okay, let me see.
But yeah, but the fact that she said this season on Porsche Family Matters, I'm like, this season,
Well, she
is there
gotta.
supposed to be another one?
She's trying to speak it into existence.
Yeah, but that's a weird choice of words. Like I feel like something's been said behind the scenes that they're not telling us. You say you think it's doing well because of the time slot. It could be. Could be. Lulu says, hold on. Wait. Lulu says, but was this show supposed to be about BLM and now this mess? I don't know what it was supposed to be about, to be honest. I know they said she was supposed to get a spinoff or whatever about her family and I think they're a closer look at her life or something. I
So
don't
they
know what
dropped
it was. Maybe they,
the ratings
huh?
dropped. The ratings dropped compared to last week's ratings,
I'm not
but
surprised.
they dropped by what, point one, point one
So what were the ratings?
million?
Did she break 1 million?
No, girl, no.
Where's she
She
at
got
then? What's her numbers?
let me see again. So last week it was a little bit over 800,000. But I don't. But see, I
Okay.
don't know if these ratings include the people who recorded it or nothing like that, or these are the people who just watched it live. But yeah, last week it was
Yeah,
eight hundred thousand.
that's only for the people who watched it live on Bravo. It
Okay,
doesn't cover the people who watch it on replay. It doesn't cover internet. It doesn't cover social media. It only covers the people who watched it live on Bravo.
so this week it was 700,000, but it got
Okay.
way. It was 300,000 more than Real Housewives of Potomac. What they say, behind the scenes or whatever it's called. It was still more than
Mm-hmm.
it was more people that watched that show than Potomac behind the scenes stuff.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, because ain't nobody gonna watch Potomac behind the scenes. We saw all the behind the scenes during the season because they kept talking on social media.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm. Kenya say she haven't seen the show yet. She'd rather hear the discussion. Well, don't worry, I'm gonna watch it and we're gonna discuss every lie that gets unraveled. Pat says she only look at YouTubers posts. I won't waste my time watching Portia's fake life. Girl, I'm telling you, it's entertaining to watch her crash into them lies that she done told. And then it's also interesting to watch how her family refused to tell her the truth. I'm still trying to figure out why they playing with this girl instead of telling her, baby, you look trifling and you need to do better. Because I would have told her. Mm-mm. That's horrible. Niecy Rose says, I wonder if Porsha already figures that she's not going to marry the gargoyle and maybe next season will be a fake story of how she was left at the altar. I don't know. Now, Kara said it was supposed to be about BLM. It changed when she announced the Simon situation and she stopped posting about her activism.
Because she wasn't
Mm.
really. It wasn't real.
How do we say it wasn't real?
Do I believe that she was attending the protests and stuff like that? Yes, but was it enough to say that she was an activist? No.
Well, let's be all the way real. If we're gonna go there, let's go there. Half them
Mm-hmm.
people out there weren't no activists. Just because
Mm-hmm.
you show up to a protest don't make you no activist.
Exactly.
And so
That's
with
my
that
point.
being said, but you know what I'm saying? The term activism is thrown around so loosely. You got 1 million people saying they activists. So it's like if you can call somebody an activist just for holding a sign, then all of them is activists, including her Disney tail. You know, when
I
people
don't
are like, oh,
call
it wasn't
nobody no.
real.
I don't call nobody no activist for holding a sign.
Right. Or
Did she
being, in
attend
my
a?
opinion, being a spokesperson.
Yeah. Did she attend a
You
march
not
or
no activist.
protest? It's good. Did she attend something? You know what I'm saying? Good. Did she use her platform? Good. But it wasn't. It wasn't to be calling her. It wasn't enough to be calling her activist, and the show wasn't enough to be calling her Portia Luther King.
First off, who started it? Was that Candy that started calling her that? It was
Cynthia
somebody on
them,
there.
Cynthia them, and Andy them, and I felt like I seen that a lot of people on Twitter went at Andy about that. But the thing is,
Yeah,
I
because
feel
that
like
was
Andy,
disrespectful.
yeah, but it was disrespectful, and not only was it disrespectful, if my granddaddy did what Martin Luther King did, if my granddaddy did the same thing that he was doing, and
Why wouldn't you say little Hosea? Why
we
did you
don't.
call me his name?
She already named after him, Hosea Williams. That's her last name. You know what I'm saying? So
Yes,
it don't need to
right.
call me no Luther King. That's just like calling Blue Ivy Fenty. You get what I'm saying? My mama do what she do. You want to do
But
what I
that was the
do.
thing. Is just, but what's unfortunate is that Porsha. What I don't think Porsha was bright enough to understand how big of an insult that was.
Mm-mm.
And to me, I feel like first of all, I'm gonna just be clear and transparent. I don't cut for Black Lives Matter. I feel like Black Lives Matter ain't got a goddamn thing to do with Black lives. I don't think them people care nothing about Black people. I think they out for themselves. I don't support it. I don't feel like they speak for me in any way, shape, form, or fashion. Mm-hmm. And now that we got that out the way, half the people that was talking they weren't lending their voice, their name, their image, or anything to any of it. I didn't go out there because I'm old. My kid, my eldest, was protesting, and she ain't no BLM. There's a whole lot of people protesting. They had nothing to do with BLM. They were just protesting. Now, if she wanted to associate herself with that, that's your business. But I feel like her going out there doing what she did was no less important or impactful than those people calling themselves BLM. Like, BLM is not some religious organization who sits high up on a pedestal and you doing something fabulous to be associated with them. I'm not seeing it. That ain't got nothing to do with Black folks. Period, point blank. That's just really how I feel. So the fact that she took herself out there, she felt like she was doing something at the time. I'm not mad at her. I feel like that whole Porsha Luther King crap, that was just disrespectful. And I think it's unfortunate that she wasn't smart enough to realize that they were really not just disrespecting her, but disrespecting your granddaddy. They took your granddaddy's name and gave you another man's name as though he's more relevant. Mm-hmm. I don't know. A lot of it was just a mess. It was a mess. That's right, Vanessa. Very disrespectful and ignorant. And the fact that Bravo kept using Black people's pain and situation for television was a bit much. Like them showing George Floyd and all that stuff on the show. It was just straight disrespectful all the way around the board. The fact that they let Kenya turn it into a storyline and run around talking about it and, oh, it was fake. Girl, how fake was somebody going to jail? And where the hell was you and your lopsided booty? Like, you, madam, you faked the whole man. And people telling stories that you faked the youngin' too. Like, I'm going to shut up, but I'm just saying. Like, all of them are disgusting, and I felt like every last one of them took part in making something that should have been completely separate from entertainment a part of the entertainment. Porsha trifling, Bravo is trifling, Andy Cohen is trifling, Candy Burris with her catfish mouth is trifling, Skenya Pores with her boring behind is trifling, Cynthia trifling. Every one of them that had anything to do with it, trifling. But make no mistake, Porsha's queen trifling. You say, remember? Yes, I remember when Skenya said that. But my thing is, how do you say somebody is full of something for going to a protest? Like, what did that have to do with the show? Bravo made that a part of the show. And Porsha wasn't smart enough to say, don't put it on the show. She just wanted attention, and I don't think she cared how she got it. If they were willing to put it on there, she was willing to let them. And Kenya was only running her mouth to try to give herself some relevance, and she should have been ashamed of herself. If she really wanted to be solid and real, she would have told them, I'm not even going to discuss it. I don't feel like what she did it from her heart or whatever, however she felt. And I'm not even going to talk about that on camera. Let's talk about something else. That's all she had to do. But she trifling too. But I'm going to move on because y'all know I done got mad with all these people. I really would. So anyway, y'all know Megan is graduating, and I'm really proud of her. Good boy, you seen that?
Mm-hmm.
So I think they said she's supposed to be marching this Saturday. Is it this Saturday? Yeah, this Saturday. From Texas Southern, a HBCU. And y'all know how we love the HBCUs around here. So Miss Thing will be marching this Saturday. Okay, I'm real proud of her. And you know, a lot of people in her position probably would not have gone ahead and completed their education. So I think that's awesome. I'm so proud of that young woman. I am so proud of her. Because it's not easy to not quit when you ain't out there having fun and partying and making records and making money. And she managed to do all of that and still go ahead and get her education. So big ups to Megan Thee Stallion. Pat King was saying it was fake because she knew Bravo was using her. But she was also using the same storyline to make herself relevant. So I'm trying to understand. I can't do it. Say, what kind of example is Porsha setting for her daughter? Child, we know. You know and I know. We ain't even got to say it. That's right. Please hit the like button. So, all right, go ahead on, Meg. That was an honorable mention. And another quick honorable mention we got to give up is Google, y'all. Google said they're going to give all of their employees worldwide $1,600 just in time for the holiday season. Ain't that something? That's so nice. So Google is giving out stimmy checks to their employees. They said worldwide too. Everybody in all the countries is getting $1,600. Anybody know somebody that worked for Google? Because one of my college classmates works for Google. So apparently she will be getting her $1,600. So shout out to Google because that's real decent. Another honorable mention. Oh my gosh, this Quay's your husband. Hey, bro-in-law, how you doing? All right. I feel like you a celebrity. We got to meet somebody important. Okay, another honorable mention. Dr. Dre's divorce is official. He is official. So he's not putting anything out on what the final settlement it was or what she finally got from him or didn't get. Y'all know the details on that will be coming out real soon. However, the man says he is divorced AF. And it looks like he threw a party. He had balloons up and all. So I'm like, all right, go ahead, Dre. If that's how you feel. I love it. So I'm really excited about that for him because I know he's excited. You know, it's good to be free. But we got to get back on Meg Thee Stallion a little bit because it's a little more Meg news, just a little bit more. Okay. So apparently, what's that guy's name, Gabor, that she's suing?
Evelyn baby daddy. What's his name?
Carl.
Carl
Crawford.
Yeah.
So she's suing him about that contract, said it was a trifling contract. And he was actually online on social media, y'all, complaining about the contract. And Buddy Rose said that, you know, that they want him, you know, he's still going through this after, I think he said 3 years. And he's still
that
fighting.
That was 3 years ago?
Yes.
Damn, time flies.
Yes, and he was not having fun. But he's still upset about it because he's like, you know, he still got to fight through this and they hoping he fold. And it's like, sir, you cannot be shocked that you got sued. You just can't. You just can't. And so, you know, I found it interesting that he actually had the energy to complain or that he had a mind to complain. I feel like she had every right to sue him. What you thought, Gabor?
Did she sue him?
Yeah, they're still in court. They're still in court now.
So, but the way that I remember it happened, I believe that he had put her on and was paying for everything, and then she ended up getting representation from Rock Nation or something like that, and she wanted all of a sudden now she wanted to go through all of her contracts and stuff over again. And the way that they put it was that he had all of the money. He put all the money in for her, and then she got over here with Rock Nation, and then all of a sudden it became a problem. And he felt like that Jay-Z them was using their lawyers to like try to take his artist from him, from up under him. But what she was saying that all she wanted to do, since she had better representation, that she wanted somebody else to review the paperwork.
Which actually makes sense. Don't you think?
I can understand.
Got access now to somebody helping her, and she didn't have access to nobody helping her before. You say super chats are not going through? I didn't know. Oh, wow. Really? That's a new one. But you know, sometimes stuff mess up. I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. But I'm just, what I was saying, good boy, is like if she was trying to get on, like everybody else was just trying to get in and trying to get on. She didn't have the knowledge. She didn't have the understanding. She really was. Hold on. Oh, gee, darling, thank you so much for the Cash App. I appreciate you. I appreciate that. Thank you for supporting the channel. I feel like if she didn't have the representation and she accepted something, and then once she had access to better representation, why on earth would you not take a look at it? You know what I mean? Like, and what's the harm? Like, if you didn't do nothing wrong, why would you mind somebody taking a look at it? You say she signed it when her mama was alive. I mean, I get that, but does that mean you can't have somebody look at it?
You can have somebody look at. I'm not saying that she can't have nobody look at it, but I do believe, in my opinion, I do believe that Jay-Z was trying to get into her ear, trying to get that artist from, trying to take her from up under him. I do believe that.
Now, okay, so does that not then speak to Jay-Z's motive? What they got to do with her motives? You know what I'm saying?
Well,
Jay-Z
got it, because what happens is because he's a bigger artist than her. We're not gonna. We can't pretend like Jay-Z isn't. Jay-Z. There's not a lot of weight that goes behind Jay-Z name in the music industry than a Carl Crawford. What happens is when you have a lot of artists that they get out there, people ain't worried about them. But when you done did all of the work at the beginning or whatever, somebody else trying to come and take them from you and act like you ain't really did nothing. Is what I
mean.
She didn't really have no money to get on. He put his money behind her, and now, you know what I'm saying? Now he put all his money behind her, and now Jay-Z don't want to take her from him, and don't feel like that he should get anything.
Like, I get that, but how does that speak to her motives?
I mean, she could have had I'm not saying that it was nothing wrong with her, with what she did.
So what? So then my thing is, what is he salty for? If this girl, we talking about her, the artist herself, not who else had a motive or who else wanted something. If she, the artist, is saying, I need to take a look at this. If somebody has got better lawyers and they can help me look at this, what you did, and then now I'm looking at it and this ain't right, what's wrong with that? You know what I'm saying? Like the fact that he's on social media complaining that you're in a lawsuit, that's what happens with business. You have lawsuits. Like multi-billion-dollar corporations got lawsuits every day. What are you complaining about, sir? Like, that's what I'm trying to figure out. The fact that he's like, year 3 and I'm still battling this court case about BS. Then he goes, up and coming indie bosses and CEOs pay close attention to this because this can easily be you one day. They try and drain you with the court system in hopes of you folding. The reality is you ain't got to fold. Fight it out. If you feel like you're right, fight it out. Prove that you're right in court. I just don't see it. Queen, thank you so much for the super chat. She said, testing. It's my bedtime. I'll catch you later, sis. All right. Girl, inbox me and let me know when you're going to be in Houston.
Good night, Queen.
Good night, Queen. But yeah, that's my thing. I'm just like, what is the problem? Battle it out. If you ain't did nothing wrong, you got nothing to worry about. And I'm gonna tell you something else that I thought was interesting, Gabor. The people in social media land, ain't nobody else got no sympathy for him either. Nobody. The comments I'm seeing are folding, dang. You can't be out here cheating these artists either. This person says, I hope Meg drop a track called Drain 'Em. Somebody said, giving someone a crappy contract and having the audacity to be mad that they suing you to get out of it. Is he okay? Somebody else, I guess, was responding to, I guess he had some support because somebody was responding and said, so y'all defending these managers robbing their artists?
But her contract, from what I remember, I really don't want to argue about this, but from her contract, from what I remember, she wasn't being robbed. She really had a really good split. But like I said, with Jay-Z named Carrie Wade, Beyonce was having her over to her house taking pictures and stuff, trying to get the girl to sign over there with Rock Nation. And I feel like that they were going to her, making it seem like that she was in something that she wasn't in. But but
can they make it seem that way once lawyers get involved? It's no longer about opinions. It's just law.
But what I'm saying is when you get into with a Jay-Z, that name in the music industry carries a lot of weight than a Carl Crawford. Okay, people would do anything to be over there with Rock Nation.
Right, but what I'm saying is, once the lawyers get involved, the lawyers have a religion called the law. Contract law, business law, entertainment law. So at that point, it don't matter who talking, the law talking. That's what I'm saying. So it's like the fact that you've been litigating for 3 years, it says that something's up. Something in the milk ain't clean. Something ain't right. The judge didn't see it and throw it out because the judge don't care either way. It's the law. So I feel like he's complaining because he's having to be a big boy and go to court, because that's what people do when they don't like contracts. They go to court and try to find a way out of it or get it renegotiated or have a judge make a different settlement. I just feel like I'm kind of like stuck on why is he complaining? Take your hips to court. Because see, the days of them Diddy contracts, the days of them LaFace contracts, the days of them Pebbles contracts, the days of some of them So Def contracts, that crap is over. People is talking up now. Ain't no,
going in and out.
Oh, I'm going to let you ride out.
Seanitra.
People fight.
Seanitra, you going in and out.
I'm going in and out. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Let me switch up. I thought you could hear me.
Okay. I heard the last part.
Am I still going in and out?
Yeah.
Okay. Hold on. All right. Okay. Now we good to go.
I can hear you.
Okay, perfect. But what I'm saying is, Oh, Nacho Twin said she could hear me. It might have just been you. I think it was your end.
Okay.
But yeah, that's what I'm saying. It's like the days of them LA Reid contracts and So Def contracts and them old Diddy contracts. Ain't nobody doing that. That girl got it right. And I'm gonna
Her
tell you something.
contract wasn't like that though. Her con. Okay.
Like I understand that you're saying it may not have been that bad, but I feel like artists have to be, in my opinion, I feel like every artist should be that particular. Like even if it ain't that bad, if you feel like it's even a fraction of a chance that you're not being treated fairly, litigate it. Let the judge figure it out. You know what I'm saying? That's what them lawyers get paid for. Let them earn their check. Let them earn their check, because in reality, when these young people get in these contracts and they fresh off the block, they don't have the lawyers, they don't have the manpower, they don't have the money to really dig in and get these things mashed out properly. I'm gonna say this: that little girl Mulatto that everybody bullied into changing her name, I feel like she was a smart young girl. In that Jermaine Dupri came with one of them, oh, I got a deal for you, I got a contract for you, and she was like, nah, I'm good, I'm not signing it, not signing nothing. But I think a lot of times, I don't know why it's this negative connotation about courts. That's what the courts are there for. Let them earn their money. Let them dig through it and see what time it is. Hey, Susan Bibbs. I just personally do not understand why this man is complaining. I don't get it. Because it's like if he ain't did nothing wrong, he got nothing to worry about.
From what I've seen about the case, it seems like he's gonna win. Hello.
Hold on. You say from what you've seen about the case, what now?
From what I've seen about the case, he didn't do anything wrong to her, but I feel like he do have a right. If he I feel the same thing as Vanessa. I don't think that he did anything wrong, but you have all of this money behind Rock Nation that's in her ear trying to make it seem like he did something to her. You know what I'm saying? This man was there for her when Jay-Z didn't want even worried about her.
Yeah, I get all that,
But
but
I feel like he has a right to complain about something if he feel like that if he feel like he being messed over too.
by going to court, he's being messed over.
Yeah.
Hey.
If they're in your ear trying to make you feel like there's something that I did something to you and I haven't done nothing to you, we can get it. We can go to court and get it messed out, but it is a waste of time and money. The contracts that I've saw online, he hasn't done anything wrong to her. She actually had a way better contract than most people that was starting out. Her contract was she wasn't even getting robbed. I want to say that if she wouldn't even have to pay him any money unless she was getting over 100,000 a show. So that means that if she was only getting paid 99,000 to show up I'm pretty sure her booking done went way up since then. You know what I'm saying? But even if she was getting 99,000 a show, she wouldn't even have to give him any of it. He will only want the little fee that he get from it on the back end is if she was even making 100,000. She had a hella good contract with him. But like I said, that's Jay-Z, and he felt like that people were trying to. He felt like Jay-Z was trying to turn her against him and was trying to rob him. And people do dirty stuff in the game like that.
Right, but as like what I'm hearing is he felt like Jay-Z was. How is that an issue with the girl? Like that's
Okay.
I think that's where I keep getting lost, because he's worried about what Jay-Z wants. If your contract is solid, when you get in the courthouse, it'll be ironed out. The fact that it's been 3 years and it ain't been ironed out.
It's been 2. I don't know why he wrote 3. It's been 2.
Oh, because he said 3. That's why I'm saying.
I see it. It's only been 2.
Well, he's saying 3. And even if it's been 2, the fact that it's taken 2 years and they're still trying to iron, there was some wrinkles in there. And then you got to look at too, an entertainment lawyer is going to go through it with a fine tooth comb. We're lay people. So we may look at it and be like, oh, that's great. But an entertainment lawyer that's actually got the know-how, the experience, and they dig through it, they may see what we don't see. That's why we go to professionals. And that's why a lot of these young people get messed over, because they don't have the manpower to go to a professional. They don't have the money behind them to go to a professional. So even if Jay-Z whispered in her ear and was like, oh, I think it's wrong, once a lawyer looked at it and it was straight, it'd have been like, okay, this part right here is a little tough, but overall it's good. They wouldn't still be in court 2 years later.
They can drag the court cases on. Just because they haven't did nothing yet doesn't mean that they're not dragging the court cases on, or it was some shady business going on. That doesn't mean that just because they're doing it 2 years later. They could just be dragging the court case on. We're gonna see how your money can hold up against my money. We're gonna see how you holding up until you bow out. Until you, what he say, fold. We're gonna see what you're doing until you fold. We're gonna see when you gonna fold. But what I will say is that the girl had money. I mean, she has, since she has signed with Rock Nation, she has went to, she has gotten higher. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I've seen her on Cash App commercials now. She is doing a lot of different stuff that I couldn't see Carl doing. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like I said, I do feel like that I could listen. People do shady business. She could do whatever she want to do. I understand what Carl is doing. I understand her want to go further in her career. But what I'm saying is, to me, I feel like there should be some loyalty to somebody that put their money behind you. To me,
I feel like you should give them their money back. Like, that's what I feel. Like, that girl's got to have a career. She's got to do what's best for her, not what's best for Carl. Because one thing we do know is black men in the music business, for sure, and in general, if we keeping it a buck, hetero black men in this country ain't loyal. So you being loyal to somebody who's guaranteed not to be loyal to you, it equals not smart at all. Kenya, what you say? You say Jay playing chess, not checkers. Maybe. Hey, Nadia. Hey, Marie Brown. I'm sorry. Hey, Latavia. I seen y'all come in, but we was talking. Hey, Woodswall. I just feel like get a man his money back. You know what I'm saying? Every single dime. Anything he put out, give him his money back, or y'all renegotiate the contract. I feel like if they can renegotiate the contract, then renegotiate the contract. Everybody's happy. Everybody goes home. And like they used to say, anytime there's negotiations, it's successful when both sides are slightly unhappy. So go renegotiate, compromise. Business is business. It ain't got nothing to do with feelings or making it personal. Business is business. Period. I just was like shocked at him, like, you really on social media crying? People go to court every day when it comes to business law, and he on social media just crying, just acting like this girl is doing something to him. I don't know. It was a lot to me. I thought that was real emotional.
well, you also have to understand that this is not a man. This is a man who was a Major League Baseball player who was just trying to do something positive with his money. He probably never really been in the music industry or doing court cases before, because he said that what's the man name from? I can't think of the man name. They tried to help him start the company in the first place, so he's probably not used to any type of music law or anything like that before too.
Okay, so that's the other element. So he was kind of a rookie too. So you had two rookies.
What's the man name from? I can't think of his name right now. Rap a lot. What's this nigga name? Whatever. I can't think of his name right now. What is his name? But yeah.
And you saying rap a lot. I think I got an idea of who you're talking about. But for whatever reason, I can't say the name. Hey, Legina the Jackson. Ebony M said he should have educated himself on the industry. Yeah, I think both of them really could have used a little education before they walked into this thing, because these contracts are like marriages. Hey, Emma Crawford.
Jay Prince.
Yeah. I don't know why I couldn't say his name. I was laughing about Jay, talking about a story concerning him not long ago. I'm like, let me not say that man's name too much. But I'm just, but at the end of the day, I just feel like they were two rookies, especially with you giving me that piece of that piece of the puzzle. That they were both rookies. They walked into a situation. I don't think neither one of them knew what to expect. I think she was cool to somebody told her, you might want to have a look at that. It looks like somebody had a look at it and was like, there's some elements here that don't favor you. You can take it, or you can actually go to court and you can fight to try to get this renegotiated or get it thrown out. And I think she made a smart business decision, because you got to look out for your wallet. You just can't be on that loyalty stuff. That's why a whole lot of Black folks right now is still good and broke. A lot of talented Black people are where they are, trying to be loyal to people who, if they were put in the same position, would never be loyal to you. Business is business. Y'all can still be friends and go to each other barbecue after the fact. I mean, it's smart of him to try to invest and diversify and, get different streams of income and establish himself in a new industry. I think that's great. I think he should keep doing it. But I also think he needs to get himself acclimated to the fact that when in business, court is a part of it. You're going to have litigation. You're going to have to file all kind of legal papers. Hell, the worst come to worst, you might have to pull a Donald Trump and do a reorganization of debt and everything else. You just don't ever know what you're going to have to do. But they're going online to whine about it is kind of why a lot of times our folks are not taken seriously when it comes to business. Regular things that other grown-ups do and don't cry about it. You online talking about, I've been going through this for 3 years. They trying to see if I'm going to fold. I believe you are. The fact that you online crying about it. Tighten up. Like I was not here for it. And I felt like he was hoping that social media was going to jump on Meg and attack Meg for him. And instead, the village has spoken and ain't nobody feeling them. I don't know. Poor fella. I hope he works it out. And maybe, like you say, he was still new. So maybe he'll figure out that, when it comes to music or whatever, he gonna have to kind of get himself accustomed to the fact that litigation may be part of it. Woodswall say, nope, no barbecue after you cross me after I put you on. I mean, going to court over your contract that's crossing you, we got to do better. Marie Brown say, that's why I love her. She speaks logic and realistically. Yeah, I'm just being realistic. Business is like, you say it's a lot of money and time to cry about, but if you can't afford to be in business, why are you in business? Why are you there? If you can't afford to be there, don't be there. That's like walking in Cartier and crying about the price of a pinky ring. If you can't afford to be there, don't be there. Come back when you're ready. Like, I don't know, y'all. I'm built different. I don't really have a lot of understanding for that. I feel like if that young woman felt like she needed a better deal, do your thing. Say, like the sister said, Jay-Z played chess, Carl played checkers. Maybe so. It looks that way. Hey, business is business. I'm sorry. Nisi said, right, if it's too hot, get out. Right, don't cry. Don't do that. That's what's messy. I just felt like it was definitely a dog whistle. It was like, let me see if the village will attack her for me. No,
I don't feel that way. I doubt that, but
So you think he was just legit, like what? Venting?
I feel like the man has a right to vent, just like everybody else has a right to vent online if they want to.
Just jump online and start airing out stuff that ain't nobody asked you back.
People do it every time. People do it all the time.
I mean, but do men do that?
They do.
Should they be doing that? I'm talking about men who are actually parading themselves as masculine. Should they be doing that?
They do. Everybody do it. But I
Nah,
mean
not
that's what.
everybody.
Okay, so we don't. What I don't want to do is have to take it to a whole nother situation. To me, I just feel like it ain't that. It ain't that deep. I feel like he has the right to talk about it. He put his money out there for her. He helped her. He helped her get to where he is, to where she is. He put the startup money behind her.
Mm-hmm. Like I understand that. Like I'm agreeing with everything you said about that.
Okay.
I agree. I'm not saying I'm not disagreeing with you at all. I'm just saying like, and now business is happening, and she wanted to have it go to court, and she wanted to litigate, and he's online crying about it, so saying it's 3 years later, and ain't nobody even talking about it. I felt like it was a dog whistle. You feel like he was just venting.
But he's going through it. He's the one who's going through it. We're not. And so I don't feel like that it should be whether if he's a masculine man or not. You know what I'm saying? He's the one who put the money up in her. He's the one who put the money in her. He's the one that took the risk on her.
Mm-hmm. I agree. It just seems odd to me. People take risk in business every day, and we don't see them do that.
But we're talking about the man that took. We're talking about a person who actually. To me, I feel like it's a lot of things that we could judge about it, but nobody else put the money behind her, but him. So I feel like he has a right to say whatever he wants to about it.
Yeah, I mean everybody can say whatever they want to say. Right. Anybody and everybody can say whatever they want to say. And we know that. You know what I'm saying? I'm just looking at it from the standpoint of what was your motive, sir? What was your motive? And Marie Brown hit the nail on the head. This is not family. It's a business relationship. Like that's my thing. I'm blown. Like this is what you doing because you're having to be a grown up. I felt like I saw daggers at a black woman once again because of regular, ordinary things that people do every day. Tommy Mottola's been sued. He's had to go to court. Didn't happen. Like there was none of this, oh, I'm going back and forth to court. And I feel like he knew what he was doing. I felt like he was definitely trying to point arrows in that girl's direction. And I don't think it's coincidental that she up here, accomplishes stuff, graduating, and now I want to mention it. You've been going through it for 3 years. We ain't heard from you. People don't forgot about it. You said it yourself. That's still going on. Why now? What's your motive now? To talk about what you're still going through and people hoping you're going to vote. That's all I'm saying. His timing is real convenient. It don't look right to me. You say Spin told Annette about salt and pepper. But that situation with Spin was completely different, I think. But she absolutely did. That's true. And that's a good point too, Marie. He's going to get paid. It's not like nobody's going to take no money from him. He's going to get paid. Go make another Megan if he's so great. Yeah, just go grab another one.
The man never said that he was gonna. The man never said that he was great.
Right. I mean, I'm reading what she said.
I feel like y'all making this way to something that it ain't. To me, I really do. I feel like y'all turning this to something that it ain't. I ain't never really heard the man talk about Meg Bad on the internet. It was a whole thing with Jay-Z. I ain't feel like he was attacking no black woman. I felt like the most of the things that he was saying was that Jay-Z was trying to make him out of his artist, and most of the things that he said was towards Jay-Z and Rock Nation. It wasn't even toward Meg. What happened was people were saying that Megan was unloyal, and she was the one who was putting the stuff out there. I ain't never heard the man attack Meg.
Right. I'm not saying that he attacked her in
And
the
she
past.
has not won. She did what? No, she won her lawsuit. She didn't win the lawsuit. What he tried to do was it went down whenever he wanted to stop her from releasing music, and she wanted to think that she can still release music. But she did not fulfill her contract that she didn't fulfill the contract that she had with him.
But don't you think it's like a foregone notion that he's going to get paid? Like nobody's going to take anything from him. He's still going to get paid.
I never said that.
Right.
I never said that. That's, okay.
What I'm saying is, can we agree that this man is still going to get his money?
And I never said that he wasn't going to get his money.
Right. I know. I'm just saying we can agree on that.
Him being a man, he can be. But what I'm saying is, him being a man, he can still be frustrated by going through the legal system. You know what I'm saying? People go through the legal system all the time and are frustrated with it. They might write a tweet about it. I don't think it has anything to do with him being a masculine man or him being frustrated with the legal system. It's him attacking a black woman. I don't feel that way.
Well, I sure saw it that way because I thought it was real fishy. You wait good till that girl starts announcing about her graduation, and here you come with the cryptic, "Oh, I can't believe I'm still going through." Like, come on.
Okay. Do you follow Carl Crawford?
Oh no, God no.
Okay, so what could have happened is that the Shade Room was probably start putting something up and made sure they put that out there so it could seem like that he was trying to take shots at her. We don't know how long he's been talking about it because every time I hear about it, he talking about going through the court system and Jay-Z stealing his artists and his money and stuff.
Because this particular post that he made, he didn't say any names, but everybody knows who he's talking about. Everybody knows who he's talking about. And let's be honest, the person that's always going to be the target is the black lady in the story. It don't matter if the black lady did nothing. If she's there, she's the target.
I disagree, but okay.
Yeah, I just, I'm not feeling it. I'm not feeling it. And I'm just like, sir, your energy, no. Absolutely not. If you can't handle doing what you're doing, then don't do it. And cut it. Because business is business. This is not some gang. This is not, we grew up on the same street and we was in the same tree house. Like, no, this is business. People got a right to litigate. And he got a right to, complain on social media. And some of us gonna talk about him when he do it. Because that was messy. Yes, was Evelyn Lozada's baby daddy. Right. That one. Wait, you say some people kill themselves? Ooh, child. Well, we don't want him to do that. I hope he don't get that sensitive. That I don't, y'all know I ain't real fond of sensitive men, no way. Marie say, I can get he is upset. But shoot, this is what it is. Big bank take little bank. Every day, all day. Toughen up, Carl. So now on to Drake, because this is crazy too. Y'all, Aubrey is going through it. Drake is being sued by a lady who broke in his house. She is suing him for defamation, saying that he invaded her privacy by putting where she lives on Instagram and in his music. This man say he don't even know her. Now, apparently this lady broke into his house in 2017 and say she ate food at his house and locked herself in a room in his California estate. Drake, now they're saying Drake didn't press no charges against this lady. Felt like she was going through some stuff. But now here she come back in 2021, August of 2021 to be exact, and had the audacity to file oh my God, I thought they were saying 4 million. I hope they're saying 4 million. A $4 million lawsuit, defamation lawsuit against this man. So apparently, I think the moral of the story here is if they break in your house, press charges. What you say, Emma? Wow, crazy. Ridiculously crazy. What you say, DT? Yeah, Evelyn Hosada's baby daddy. Exactly. But yes, the lady broke in. She want the money. And apparently her name is Misha Collins. So now her name is out there. She claimed he put her name out there, but apparently not. Well, I won't say apparently not, because we haven't seen the court documents yet. Them court papers tell it all. And I don't care what it is. Once you get to the court papers, names and everything are named. So whether she was named or not in his social media songs or whatever, her name is out there now, since she was crazy enough to go file a lawsuit for $4 million and saying that this person committed defamation. Well, Miss Misha Collins filed her lawsuit in August and said that they're saying that that's when he learned it was the same person who broke in his house. So he didn't even know who filed a lawsuit till he looked at the papers, and that's when he found out that is the same crazy lady who broke in his house back in 2017. Popo Drake, he going through lawsuits because of that nonsense that happened with Travis Scott over there at Astroworld. So he's got lawsuits from that. Okay. Oh, speaking of that, good boy, did you see Travis Scott?
I couldn't even get through it. I was trying to watch it this morning. It was the first thing that popped up this morning. You know, when I was making my breakfast this morning, get ready to go to the gym, it was the first thing that popped up, and I got through the first 10 minutes, and I was like, I can't hear this.
I couldn't do it either.
I feel like it was very convenient for Travis Scott to try to get Charlemagne to interview him, and that ain't really the type of crowd that he usually keep.
And see, this is the thing too that got me with that.
He didn't go over there with Joe Rogan.
Huh?
He didn't go over there with Joe Rogan now.
Oh no.
He don't really, you know what I'm saying? He don't really work, you know what I'm saying? You get what I'm trying to say. When you needed help.
See, I don't know Travis Scott like that.
I know it's the reason why you don't know him like that, because he don't really associate with us like that.
That makes sense. But then he did what a lot of entertainers do. Once they get themselves in trouble, then they're magically black again. So now he's a magical Negro. Okay.
So now he needs Charlemagne.
Right.
And I'm not saying that it's nothing wrong with, how can I say? I'm not saying there's nothing wrong without it. I don't have nothing against no other race. But what I don't like is when people align themselves with other people, and then when they need something, they want to come back to us now.
But they all do it. OJ did it. Michael Jackson did it. Michael completely threw us down. Michael changed his color twice. He went from a black man to a white lady to an Asian lady. All that. And the minute
you went over there with Charlemagne because you wanted him to take it easy on you. You didn't want Joe Rogan to hold you accountable. You didn't want you didn't want to go talk to nobody that was gonna hold you accountable and hold your feet to the fire. You went over there with somebody who ain't no real interviewer, who he done been doing it for a while, but he ain't, you know what I'm saying? You didn't go to Barbara Walters and really put out your story. You know what I'm saying?
Yep, Mr. Tiger Woods did it too. They all do it. But the thing is, there go my D. Marie. Yeah, anything Charlemagne does is suspect to me. I don't like him either. But I'm gonna tell you something.
Yeah,
I feel like the other reason why we see a lot of them become magical Negroes again is because they want the support of the black community. Right. So then they come cozying up to your celebrities. They come cozying up to the people that they feel like black folks like. So now I'm one of y'all again. You see me, like I said, Michael Jackson, he turned to a whole Asian lady. And next thing we know, he got the fruit of Islam protecting him. I'm like, get the hell out of here. What happened? What happened? Yes, Tracy Lashley, he turned to a little Asian lady. Y'all seen it. It wasn't just me. Y'all seen that. But the minute they get in trouble, they magical Negroes again. See, I didn't know he was one of them, because see, when I looked at him, all I saw on Travis Scott was, I call him Miss Seeley. All I see is Miss Seeley's Blues. That's all I see. So I didn't know, you know what I mean? Because I don't know half these young people anyway like that. But that would explain why there wasn't hardly no black folks that was counted in the number of people that were
It was only
lives
just a
lost.
little 9-year-old boy, huh? He was the
Yeah,
only one that I saw.
Yep, only that baby. Because at first, I'm gonna tell you the truth, I was thinking that maybe there were more victims that were Black, and maybe they were hiding them. So from what you're saying, it possibly were not any hidden Black victims. It just might not have been that many Black folks there.
Listen, I done been to a lot of car shows and stuff in Houston, and we done talked about this off air. When you go to, I'm not going to nothing where I don't have no designated seat, because when you get into an environment like that, you have to stand your ground, and you gonna damn near have to fight. You get what I'm
Right.
saying? And that ain't no fun. I don't want to go to no concert like that. I'm not going to a concert like that, and people don't know how tough that can be.
Right.
You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying?
I
And
don't want to
so,
go anywhere dressed up cute and have to end up, throwing dummies. Like that ain't what I want to do.
yeah, but to me, what I saw from the first part of the interview, it didn't seem like he was really taking any accountability for nothing.
Now what I heard from other people who did watch it, because of course I cannot. I tried to but I can't.
How long did you get through it?
I wouldn't even click on it. Like I had the sound off. I had the sound off. I saw Charlemagne sitting over there looking like a dingy, dirty, dull milk dud. And then I saw him sitting there looking like looking like Miss Seeley's Blues. Like if Miss Seeley's Blues came to life, there's Travis Scott. But I had the sound turned off, and I just couldn't do it. But I was told that this young man, if a man is what I can call him, I know I'm using the term loosely. He said something to the effect, and y'all correct me if you heard it, that his earpiece wasn't working, so he didn't hear any of the complaints or any of the people saying that there was a problem. So, like, basically, he absolved himself of any guilt. He did nothing. Is what the people is telling me. The boy was basically saying he ain't did nothing. His earpiece quit working, and ain't nobody told him nothing, and he ain't heard nothing.
Well, why, if you didn't do nothing, why you out here trying to offer to pay for funerals?
Oh, he said because he felt bad.
Child.
Yes. Yes. Lel says, right, Gabor. He acted like it wasn't even his event. Those people were there for him. Mm-hmm. Hey, Bertree. Say, yeah, but gee, no, not really. Stop it. Crazy. You so crazy. But for real, that's the impression that I've gotten, is just what you said. Buddy Rowe took no accountability. He did nothing wrong. Let him tell it. And, he just feel bad that happened. It is just so tragic and traumatic for him,
To me, that just feels like your first interview out the gate. It was really suspect to me that you chose to sit down with Charlemagne, of all people. You get what I'm saying? Your first interview out the gate about something that actual lives were taken. And I'm not saying that Charlemagne is just a low man on the totem pole, but I thought that this would have been something more of like a televised interview where some people could see how sincere you are. You know what I'm saying? Like that you would have sat down with somebody who on national TV, that you could give your apologies and gave your side of the story, not no edited interview. You know what I'm saying? With Charlemagne in somebody's house. You wasn't dressed up like that. You know what I'm saying? It was just, it wasn't, it didn't give me like you were serious, like you meant business. You get what I'm saying? Had he been sitting down in a shirt, suit and tie, you know what I'm saying? I mean, business ain't had nothing to do with this. I would have been like, oh, okay. But to me, it gave me like, you still playing. You still playing.
Was it because it was Charlemagne, or because of how he was dressed, or was it the whole vibe?
All of it. All of it. It was Charlemagne. It was because how he was dressed. This was something that was big. This was the biggest news that we had in October, right? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Every time you looked up, it was a new, and you in Houston.
Yeah.
Every time you looked up, it was another victim. Somebody else had died. You seen Benjamin Crump them doing interviews and press conferences and stuff. You know what I'm saying? And the first time we see you sitting up here talking to Charlemagne in somebody's house, it's just not that it's not giving me that you're taking the situation serious. This ain't just no interview. These were actual lives lost. Lives lost.
So you don't think maybe Charlemagne was trying to step up and do a serious interview, or?
No, I don't. I thought that it was something that he probably was trying to do something. You know what I'm saying? I just felt like he was trying to do something for a friend. It wasn't like Tracy Lashley saying Robin Roberts or Gayle King. He should have spoken with somebody like that. You get what I'm saying? This was bigger than hip hop. You know what I'm saying? This was something bigger than that. This also can affect other artists in the future.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? This case will set a precedent. Nothing like this, to my knowledge, I've never heard of nobody really going to know. Now, I don't heard of somebody going to a concert and 2 or 3 people probably don't, have to go to the hospital or something. Something fell on them and they have to go to. I've never heard of nobody being trampled and they actually dying. It has.
I covered it after everything went down, and I gave specific dates of when these things have happened before. It happened with The Who. It happened in the 80s with another rock band. This is just and it happened back with Heavy D and P. Diddy back in the 90s. It happened, and then it happened again here. So this ain't the first time that people got trampled and somebody died. Like you know what I'm saying? Like just real rap, that ain't it. This ain't the first time at all. Do I feel like my attitude is this? I feel like you shouldn't have been giving no interviews. That's my opinion. Legina he said nobody told him nothing. They just came and said stop the concert.
Yeah, my thing is, they told him to stop the concert after the guests came out. So it wasn't even really a need to stop the show. It was stop the concert after the guests come out. So let people continue to die. After Drake get through performing, we gonna stop the show.
But my confusion with that is, even if they didn't tell you why to stop the concert, the fact that you've been planning this thing, and if it was serious enough for them to come and ask you to stop it, common sense should have said something was wrong. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't know what a common sense button is, but nobody pressed it. Even if he's gonna claim that nobody told him why he should have stopped it, the fact that they came to you and said stop the show, why wouldn't you stop it? The fact that that Houston PD, the police chief, said that he said it was unsafe. He claimed he went to Travis's trailer and told him it was unsafe due to the amount of people. He had the power to stop the show. He had stopped another show weeks before, but he didn't stop the show. Why?
Do you believe all that? No. Like
the police said it himself.
Yeah.
So why would he lie on himself and then possibly make the city of Houston liable? See, this is what I'm saying. It's too many people that are scumbags in this situation. Too many. I feel like it shouldn't have been no interview. What are you taking interviews for? You're not running for president. You know what I'm saying? Like, I be trying not to be too raw with it, but it really bugs me.
And I want to say that Charlemagne asked him. I want to say that Charlemagne had asked him something about an attorney or something, or about him giving interviews, and about the video that he posted, and what did the lawyers and stuff say.
Yeah, my thing is, why are you doing interviews? Why are you posting videos? My issue isn't who you interviewed with, is why are you doing interviews? Because if I got to be completely honest, you interviewing with a white person doesn't make it more serious or more relevant. It doesn't. Why are you doing interviews at all? That's my thing. People are dead, sir. Why are you doing interviews? Oh, there go mama, baby. Hey, Peanut. That's right. Please like the video. My baby say hit the thumbs up. That's where you lost me. What you doing interviews for? Is he campaigning for something? Is he going to be on the ticket with Trump in 2024?
He don't want people to come after him.
They already after you. All them lawsuits are in.
I think so. What do you mean? 10 billion?
It's a. I don't know the number. I know it's a whole lot of money in that.
The day before yesterday, they said 10 billion.
I mean, it's a gang of money out there now. There it go. Ain't no. You don't want them to come after you. Do you mean you want them to stop coming after you? You want them to turn back from coming at? Because they already after you. Why are you giving interviews? You need to be in the courthouse. See, this is the kind of stuff that makes the rest of the world look at black men in this country with the side eye. Oh, your niece say, yep, you're right. She said 10 billion Dolores.
Yes, God.
Yes. So this right here is embarrassing. You did something heinous. And you weren't alone. You didn't act alone. It was a lot of people that helped him do this crap that went on. Now, with all that being said, instead of you concentrating on your legal defense, trying to figure out whatever else you got to work through, your financials and all of that, why on earth are you taking interviews with anybody? He shouldn't have did an interview with Kermit the Frog and Miss Piggy. Nobody. Sitting up there looking like Miss Celia's Blues come to life. Why? Just why? You can't, I mean, I can't take him seriously, period. And what was your impression of them doing it in black and white? What was the point of that? Was that really what they did, or was it that the clip I saw was in black and white?
The clip that you saw probably was black and white. It didn't seem like it was a lot of color, but it looked like it probably was at Kanye them house. It looked like, you know.
Yeah, and they had like this, but it was like a weird filter. Like it wasn't straight up black and white, but they did this really weird.
It looked
I
like
guess
the sun.
supposed to,
yeah.
That was too much for me. That's right, Marie. Nobody. He shouldn't have been doing no interviews, nothing but condolences. That's all he should be doing. That's all you should be doing.
Yeah, the lighting was off. It looked like that they had the camera, the people, and that's what I'm saying. People don't know what they're doing. You get what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm. Low light like for seriousness.
The sunlight that was coming in was beaming into the room, and they didn't have the light. I mean, they didn't have the right camera or light or whatever to go against it.
And see, Vanessa pointed it out. Say the black and white is weird, and he did his first video apology in black and white. Yes, he did. You know, me and you talked about that. You know, we talked about that, Vanessa, and we know why they doing that. And it's like, why do you keep doing that? First of all, you playing in people's face. Some people don't know what you're doing, but a lot of us do know what you're doing. AY, hey, you always a Kiki here. Love this channel. Well, we love you back. Please subscribe. Come back again. Don't miss no lives. Hit the notification bell. Click all. Marie Brown say demonic settings. Yeah. Yeah, we did talk about that. Facts. Evie says, yeah, he should be trying to cooperate and apologize. And that's it. Stop doing interviews. Hey, Cheryl. Well, tell the baby auntie said, hey. You say he got a hobo look about. I'm telling you. So, okay, let me just say this. Am I the only person look at this boy and you automatic and just start hearing Suge Avery in your head, you know, with that sister, you've been on my mind. It just be immediately, as soon as I see him, I just hear Miss Celia's Blues in my head. It just does it to me every time I see him. Every time. DT, you with good boy. You say, why Charlemagne? The ever-living fair and white ambi mini bleaching creams goddess, though. You silly. I ain't fooling with you. That's right. Welcome. Listen, he need to stop looking like Miss Celia. If he stop, I stop. I'm ready to stop whenever he ready to stop. Because he the one did this. And real quick before we go, y'all, Wendy Williams show, the beginning of the year, they say the whole month of January, she got other people that's going to be filling in for her.
I'd hate to see Wendy go out like this.
What they saying is she's going to be back in February. However, hold on real quick. Nessa, what you say? He said he's a man of God. Oh, my. Which God, though? Night, Emma.
Good night, Emma.
I just love her because she got my mama name. I just love that. But I'm not understanding for the life of me what's gonna happen with her show, because she's got the people coming in for the month of January. They're gonna do the month of January. And so they're saying she's gonna be back in February. However, they're saying that the contract hasn't even been renewed for the next season. Hey Tina.
Would you renew it if you was the people?
Not with her acting like she ready to get on the old ship of Zion. No. No. Then I'd be in litigation. What happened if her son come back and say, "Oh, I want the rest of my mama's money"? No. She look like she ready to walk through the purple curtain any minute. Every time we look up, we getting bad news about Wendy. We've been praying for her so much. Wendy is on every church's sick and shut in list all across America. No, I'm not giving no contract to the sick and shut in.
But yeah, I saw that too, Niecy. I saw that Fat Joe and Remy had one of the weeks.
Yes, January 3rd through the 7th is Fat Joe and Remy.
I saw January had one of the weeks.
January 10th through the 14th is Michael Rappaport with his disgusting self. January 17th through the 21st is Kim Whitley and Finesse Mitchell. And then Sherry Shepherd got January.
Finesse? Okay, Finesse. I see you.
And Sherry Shepherd got January 24th through the 28th. So
I think she's going to be on there next week too, if I'm not mistaken, Sherry Shepherd. Because
yes, I think so.
Because I think that when she was on, she had the highest ratings.
Yeah. Okay. Okay, that'll work.
Oh, Legina the Jackson say she don't like Wendy. A
lot of people don't like her.
I used to love Wendy. I used to love Wendy, but when I'm telling y'all, when she had, I want to say in 2016, they renewed that contract for 6 years. So it's supposed to be going from 2016 to 2022. And that was around the time I felt like she started getting lazy. She didn't know what she was talking about half of the time. Even in the interviews, she didn't know what she was talking about. And I feel like somebody that's recovering, she probably felt like, well, I'll be good for, you know what I'm saying? I don't got to get it good back into the end of it. You know what I'm saying? And I just don't want her to go out like this.
And see, for me, I've never been a big Wendy fan. I'm just gonna keep it all the way real. I didn't hate her, but I've never been a big fan. Mm-hmm. But I really, once I saw her health failing like that, I did have sympathy, and I had care and concern, because that lady's health, like, it just plummeted. Like, in my opinion, her health just plummeted. It's like once it started going wrong, it didn't stop going wrong. Like, then I really had some compassion, because while I wasn't a fan, I didn't see nothing so terrible about her that she should have been going through all that. And not to say that anybody who gets sick deserve it. I don't think anybody, well, I won't say anybody. It's some people that ought to just, drop dead in my book.
Girl, shut your mouth.
Yeah, I'm just telling the truth. Some people is evil, and whatever happens, happens. But, I felt like that lady wasn't so bad that all that should have been happening to her. Let's be real, good boy. The man left her. Of course, she knew he was cheating. We ain't gonna pretend like she didn't. But he went and got somebody pregnant, left her to go, and had been spending her money on the lady. Now you done started a whole new life with the lady, talking about she your soulmate, this and that, still on Wendy's money.
Oh, shit, that nigga would have been good.
Okay, a Georgia divorce, honey. Feed him to the hogs. And so, with all that being said, then turn around, she lost her mama. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's a lot. Then you got your brother on social media trying to make you look crazy.
I thought I was the only one who noticed that.
Talking about her brother.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, he was trying to make her look real crazy, and I thought that was dirty. And then to top it all off, I think she had hope that she might get her husband back because he was hanging around her at the funeral, and she's like, oh, the hunters. It's like, girl, ain't no more the hunters.
Mm-hmm.
And then after all that happened, then that girl's health it was one lick after another lick. And you know what Marie Brown said? She's human. And I know, don't get me wrong, I'm one tough cookie, and I'll cop to that. I'll cop to that. I'm a little tough. I can be a little cold here and there. But I'm real enough to understand that it's, they used to tell us that pressure busts a steel pipe. That girl was under some pressure. I haven't lost my mother. Thank God I still have her. That is my pet dragon. I love her and all of her little smoke rings. But I lost my dad. So I had that to kind of as a point of reference. Like, I know that didn't feel good. I can't imagine going through all of those things back to back to back to back. Vanessa, you got a point, girl. Say Wendy been through. Money ain't everything. Without peace, she needs to find it. She does. Mm-hmm. She really does. Like, it's messed up. That's why, I ain't really got no Wendy Williams jokes. And I could tell a million of them, really, because when it comes to Wendy Williams, I mean, the jokes write themselves. Like, let's just tell the truth. I could roll through them and never run out of them. But, we all human. Like, that lady been through too much. That's a bit much, in my opinion. And see, now Legina coming from the angle that a lot of people came from with Wendy. Legina says she did have a bad time, but she gave a lot of people no grace. That's true. That's true. And I can't deny that. I can't deny that, sis. But I look at stuff like this. Can we say she gave a lot of people no grace? Yes, we can say that, and that's absolutely accurate. Also, I'm going to say this. Have y'all ever seen somebody be absolutely terrible, and when they start going through, when they start reaping, don't you have just a little bit of sympathy? Like, dang, I know you might have been a son of a gun, but this is pretty bad. Like, y'all don't have that moment where you look at them and be like, I know you might have done some stuff, and I know you was trifling, and I know I didn't even like you, but this is pretty bad. Like, I'm not going to clown her. I can't do it. Like, I had jokes for her long as she was healthy, but I felt like the sickness was that was the last straw for me. I couldn't do it. Good boy, do you have any sympathy for this lady?
Yeah, a little bit. I mean, I liked Wendy.
Yeah, Marie, exactly. Empathy at the least. Empathy. That's all I'm saying. Vanessa says, true, you do reap what you sow. Hurting people hurt people. I pray she find people. Me too. Hey, Lovely Smooches. Lovely says, does Wendy deserve grace? She was reckless with all the sick and shut in Black. I guess you mean female celebrity, especially Whitney Houston. Yeah, she did act ugly. She was real ugly with Whitney. Whitney was finna beat her behind. Yeah, man. Lord, Legina say you feel bad for her feet and ankles. What about the rest of her? This girl said her feet and ankles. That's how I know it's time for y'all to go to bed. That's how I know. That's how I know. Marie say health interests don't joke about. You don't joke about. Yeah. I mean, I ain't gonna say that I won't joke about a health issue all the way around. I won't say that. Now, if it's Maurice, if it's Trick Daddy, I'm joking. I don't care what they tell me about Mr. Hanky. I'm telling jokes. I am. Because he was horrible healthy and he's horrible sick. Oh well. But this poor lady, I can't beat up on her. I can't. Marie say Whitney wanted all the smoke. Yes, she did. Good boy, did you get a chance to hear the audio from that?
Did I not? Of course I did.
Man.
You a trip,
I didn't
Whitney.
understand you.
I've been around the world.
Whitney was real. Huh?
Yeah. You know, she told Whitney, she said, "You a trip, Whitney," and Whitney said, "I've been around the world."
Right. I loved Whitney. R.I.P. to her, man. Whitney was a real one. Bertram
When they
said, "Well, good
started
boy,
off,
we have to take what we get."
she already knew when she started it off. I already knew that Whitney was about to give into it because she said Whitney, 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 and Whitney said Wendy, Wendy, Wendy.
Yes, she did. Really, JC? This what we doing?
She was eating her up.
Yeah, she ate her alive. She did. You know who else ate Wendy up was Judge Greg Mathis.
Mm-hmm.
Man, look. See, that's what I'm saying. Legina say trick form to eat a booty gang. Yeah, boy. Yeah, he called it eat a booty gang, not the booty eating gang. But it's all nasty. It's all nasty. Shannon say, "I'm sorry, but Kevin or his woman would not be living lavishly off my money. Something would have to give." Right. You was down there in Florida. You should have went to go see the Haitians. That's all I can say, and I'm gonna leave it at that. Latavia say Whitney was witty. She was. She was very witty, and she was just so. She was a one of a kind person. Very charismatic, very entertaining. Say, yeah, if it's Maurice and his 43-week pregnancy, then we can get at him. Yeah, we gonna laugh at Maurice. I don't care what he do. If he fall over trying to tie his shoe and can't get off his back like a turtle, you know how them turtles be in them shells, if they flip on their back, they can't get back over. If he pull that stunt, I'm laughing at him. I don't care what he do, I'm laughing at him. JC said we could only have a reading of the transcript of that call between Whitney and Wendy read by Gabor and Seanitra. We ain't doing no reenactments. You crazy. You get the transcript, you and Gabor read it. Marie said we feel sorry for her somewhat, being not only her health issues as a factor, but the marriage, the parents' death, the betrayal is overwhelming. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Oh, L-E-L is crazy. Say, I don't know. Wendy not tugging my heartstrings like she tugging y'all's. I see karma. You know how they say it hits you tenfold, and her ankle swelling 10 pounds was not all the karma Wendy had waiting. I need a moment of silence. Okay, L-E-L. I'm not saying it ain't karma. Well, I'm not gonna say karma. I don't believe in karma. I believe in reaping and sowing because that's what the book say. Now I know she reaping. But even when people is reaping, I still have some. I have some pity because sometimes that reaping be nasty, and the reaping was terrible in this case. You say Greg was a beast. He dragged her to hell. He did all the way. Ripped the skin off of both her knees. And you say he put a stomping on her. Oh, it was rough. It was definitely rough. It was. But I'm still going to pray for Wendy, and I hope she turn out okay. I hope her situation get better. I ain't got no jokes on that lady. I feel like right now, according to y'all, everybody else in mine own two eyes, she is definitely reaping. Hey, Spiller. But listen, y'all, that's all I got for it. I ain't got nothing else to put on the table with this. We done covered everything, all the gossip. Good boy, you got anything else that we didn't cover that we need to cover, or did we touch on everything?
Oh, Jussie. That's all I gotta say.
Do you think he gonna reenact his fond moments and memories at the bathhouse in the penitentiary?
You know he is.
Mm.
You know he is. He might come out with Thug Life tatted on his stomach.
Oh shoot!
That might give him some street cred.
Oh man, Lord, he gonna be popular.
Mm-hmm.
Oh man. Oh, y'all, I can't believe. Wait a minute. So y'all heard Monique said to stop calling black women queens. Child, do y'all listen to Monique?
Monique who?
I guess used to be Fat Monique, Bonnet, the Bonnet Avenger. Niecy Rose says slip and slide in the pen. Yeah, he gonna slip and slide up in there. You say Jussie gonna find some new big black twins to play with. Oh. Yeah, I didn't know she said that, but you know, who listens to her? I hope y'all know.
All right.
Well, listen, we finna get up out of here because it's getting late. We done sat up here, laughed, kiki, clown, talked about all these people's business, and it was fun too. All of y'all who hit that like button on your way in or while you were sitting here, I thank you so much. If you didn't hit the like button on your way in, please remember to hit that bad boy on your way out. I appreciate you. Good boy, I appreciate you too. Y'all, we had a good time. I'm going to see y'all again tomorrow for Good Morning Royals and our morning updates. You know why I bring you the news that sometimes you can use. So I will see you then. It will be morning for some and afternoon for others, but I will see you at that time. In the meanwhile, on your way out, hit the like button, hit the notification bell. Make sure you click all so you'll know every time we go live. Gabor has his own channel, honey, and it is titled Andrew Gabor. Get y'all hips over there. If you're not subscribed, I don't know what in the world you waiting on. Get it done, honey, because he has us hollering and laughing every time he go live when we can get him to do it. You know what I'm saying? So don't y'all miss out. Anything you want to tell these folks before we get up out of here?
Don't be shade me on the low though.
They better not shade you. I ain't shade you. I'm telling the truth.
I'm talking about you.
Don't make me tell the truth. You know I don't shade. I throw the whole tree. Go live, good boy. We love you and we wish we don't get to see you.
I'm going live tomorrow. I'm gonna go live tomorrow for real.
Y'all heard it here first. He said
I said it. I know I said it last night, but I am tomorrow. Tomorrow my off day from the gym. So
okay. So y'all heard it here first. Baby brother will be going live tomorrow. So y'all be ready so we can go support and cut up in their chat. Okay. In the meanwhile, y'all get some sleep. Good night, sweet dreams. Remember to say your prayers. Write your dreams down if they disturb you. And holler at me if you need some help. In the meanwhile, y'all have a restful night and we will see you in the morning.
Good night, y'all. Y'all have a nice night and have a nice weekend too.
I know that's right. Bye, y'all.
Bye, y'all.